Welcome to the Real Press Start.
Ciao.
I'm your host, Pistol P. Jr.
Ciao.
I'm here with Chub Didge.
Ciao.
G-Roll will probably be joining us later.
Ciao.
I feel like you should do that every episode.
I know, right? Just for the intro. Who's that?
I don't know.
A bicycle.
But yeah.
I want to get a mountain bike.
I want to get a bike of some kind.
Yeah. Trail bike.
No, I want to get an old school fucking BMX. Like, I want to get a mongoose.
Mongoose.
Remember back in the day, everyone wanted a mongoose?
Yeah, or BMX and mongoose.
BMX, yeah. No, there was another one. What was the other one? Oh shit.
Huffy is a mountain bike.
Yeah, they had the BMX style bikes too, but yeah, no. Damn it, with the fat pegs too. You gotta get it with the fat pegs.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember I had a BMX. That I had it for like a couple weeks, and like when we were, I was probably like 10, and we'd be in the neighborhood riding them around, and someone got the idea like, well, if you ride it fast enough and then jump off, the bike keeps going by itself for a little bit because of the momentum.
Yeah.
And we were all doing that, and then I jumped out, like we're all doing it, taking turns doing it, and I jumped off my bike and it does a wobble and it's going, all of a sudden it turns and hits right to the curb and it bends the fucking fork. And I remember I was so butthurt about it. The front fork of the bike, like you know how there's a tire.
Yeah. Oh,
that
whole
fucking
thing?
fork just skink.
Ah.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That was so.
Not even the tire was the whole thing.
Yeah, not even the tire.
I don't know why you would do that anyway. Like you're gonna just crash my bike into a wall. On
well, no, we weren't aiming for the wall. We were just jumping off the bike and
but
it would wobble and fall.
Yeah, but either way, it's not good for it just to fall on the ground.
We were 10. Like, you didn't know. You're just jumping off the bike because it looked cool.
I think I've done that before.
Like you jump off it and it would go like straight for a little bit, then it would slow down and start to wobble and fall.
I think
over.
I would run and catch it though.
I think
I'd chase it.
I think that's what we were doing initially, but then
when it starts getting wobbly.
But then we were like, let's see how far it would go, and then like, because see, there's two things that we would do all the time, and like now I think back about it now, it's like now you're just like, is you go as fast as you can, and you would hit the brakes and see how long you can leave the mark, which is just fucking flattening your tires out. You know?
Oh yeah, I would do that too, and then it would eventually have like a fucking hole in there.
Yeah.
You can see the tube.
Yeah.
Remember that kid, that video of that kid where he was fucking riding his bike and then he jumped off and then punched that one kid and then jumped onto his bike.
That was fucking legit. That was like that kid. That kid's fucking gangster as fuck. But so fucking some leaked footage of God of War 4 came out, or God of War, the new God of War, not God of War 4.
Yeah. Well, when are they gonna do God of War 3 or God of War 1? Leak 2 God of War. I would rather them did that instead of come up with a new one.
Yeah. Because 3 was 3 the last one, and then Ascension?
Yeah, but Ascension was a prequel.
Yeah. So there is no, technically this is God of War 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's a sequel to the original games.
Yeah. I don't. It looks like a good game. It looks like it's gonna be good, but I don't like what they're doing with the story. I don't like the idea of him having a son.
Yeah, I don't know. So the thing is it's him starting his life over again. You know what I mean? Like because the thing is like in the last one,
he like destroyed all the gods. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, what else is he gonna do now? What else is he gonna do? Just live by himself the rest of his life?
Yeah.
He's starting to like but like that was his thing. He didn't want that.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Like at the end of the first game, like it looked like I thought like the whole world was fucking. Wasn't it like the whole world was just like in chaos, like because they killed everybody?
Because he killed everyone and then
killed all the gods. So he killed the god of the sea. The fucking seas rose and shit and like went crazy. And he, and like he killed Apollo, so the sun fucking went away.
Yeah, but see, the thing about that is,
so it was like you pretty much fucking destroyed the world, pretty much.
Well,
so
no, because it really only affected. See, and I think that's where they're getting into the mythology. That's why he's dealing.
It only affected Greece.
Exactly, because he affected the Greek gods.
Yeah, but that's stupid.
But so like I think that's where they're changing it up. Where like that's why he's in a new land, new gods, new.
Yeah, but that's what I don't like. Now he's gonna go around just killing all the gods.
Well, like okay, have you? Oh, I know you haven't read the book, but have you?
I get it. I mean, that's kind of was the point. Was him like
he's a god killer,
yeah, slaying gods, like taking your fucking bullshit and doing it. But it's getting like hacky.
No, I mean, but no, it's taking the same concept and just adding a new spin on it. You know what I mean?
I feel like they should just redo number 1.
Yeah, maybe
redo number 1, and it's that.
But then it's not a new game.
So, but it is.
But it's not a new game, not a new story. Like
So what?
I mean, that's the thing, though.
Why can't you just wrap the story up and that's it? You don't have to do it anymore. Just wrap it up.
Yeah.
I was fine with the way they left it.
I like the way they ended it. But, I mean, I want to see... I'm curious to see where the story's going to go. And then let's see how long it takes him to get down to the fucking Aztec gods. He's got a little Mexican kid now.
Or, or just do a whole new character. Like, you don't have to... Why do you have to keep Kratos?
Because it's a known franchise. It's that's the thing.
But you could still do the same franchise, but have a new hero.
Yeah, I mean they could do that. I don't know
why they didn't.
Picking up. It probably is. We'll see.
It probably is, but
we're doing it outside next to a street. Hopefully, it's
probably not that bad.
There's not too much traffic, but yeah. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. But the thing
why can't you come up with? You could have come up with a badass Viking fucking type character hero.
I mean, they could.
That's almost in the same vein as Kratos.
They could have. They could have even done God of War again. And just replace Kratos with someone else. They could have
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like just still call it God of War. Still do it in the Viking era, but have a new character where it's like something similar happens to him. But I don't know. I guess some people take that as a ripoff. You can't have God of War without Kratos.
I don't see that point.
I don't see it either. But like, I mean, there's some, how fanboys get. You know what I mean?
I don't see that. I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't either. But I think they could have. It's cool seeing Kratos back, and it's cool seeing like what's gonna happen.
But I would have rather, if I wanted to see Kratos back, I would rather see them redo number 1.
Yeah,
because the number 1's way better than number 2 and number 3. Like that's the scale of it.
Well, I thought 3 was really good. I think 3 was
it's
the
good.
best one.
Not as far as the gameplay and the puzzles and like the story.
Well, because with the 1, like you hadn't seen that shit before. Like,
but the puzzles were way more complex and like awesome. Like the way you had the temple on the Titan's back, fucking wandering the desert. That shit was badass, and you're like scaling this fucking. Sometimes you would scale on the outside, and you're hanging on to the side of the wall. Yeah, and like you could see the fucking thing.
And then don't you like?
Don't
you when you fight him like you rip off his fucking fingernail or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that shit bothers me now.
Is that in that one?
Is it that one or is it on 2?
I don't know.
Oh, I might have been. I had to look that up.
It might have been 3.
No, when does he go to the Tartarus?
I think number 3.
Okay, then it's 3 that I'm thinking of then.
Yeah, I think number 3. I think number 3 is or number 2. He kills all the Titans. I think in number 2.
No, 2 ends with him getting the Titans and bringing them to. Remember, part 2 ends. Because part 1 ends it with him as God of War, the God of War. Part 2 ends.
He's climbing with Gaia.
Yeah, he's on Gaia's back and they're climbing the Mount Olympus.
Yeah.
And then 3 starts off there. So 2 is when he goes to Tartarus then?
Yeah, I guess. That was a good game, but yeah, they should do number 1.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. But from what I understand, from what I've seen of the gameplay, or from what I've heard of the gameplay, I didn't get to see it. But the article talks about how like what's seen in it, and they didn't watch. It was a 14-minute long clip, and they didn't watch it all because they didn't want to see spoilers either. But they watched enough of the gameplay to see. It looks like it's less hack and slashing. Mm-hmm. It looks like they're more like. Because that's one thing that bugged me about it too was like after a while, God of War became very fucking smash.
1, 2, 3 are the same game.
Yeah.
You just do different shit. Yeah. I mean, they would have different weapons.
Yeah, and they had combos and stuff. But yeah, this one's gonna be a lot less hack and slashing. It looks like you're using your son as a ranged support. So like you can actually call out and have him. Like you can target people and have him shoot them with arrows while you're attacking them.
Yeah.
So it looks cool.
I mean, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a good game. But
yeah, I haven't pre-ordered.
I like the idea of all these remakes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've been on that Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that shit's super good. You forget how great a game is. Like, because I mean, games have evolved, but not that much.
Not that much. Yeah, there's
as far as gameplay.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was when those games came out, like the Insomniac, when they were in their prime, they put so much effort and detail, and they took their time. Yeah, and you could see it in the game.
Oh yeah,
there's so much like to it
because it was before DLC. It was before
exactly. So it has to be perfect almost before you put it out. And then just to see those, get lost in history of all these other games coming out is like, come on. You know, like those are great games that, you know, like you could watch a movie, you know, a couple times a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? But you can't play a game you can't beat an entire game a couple times a year.
Yeah.
But it's been over 10 years since those string of tiers of legendary Sony games have been out.
Yeah, definitely.
That now, if you bring them back with the new technology, it's like watching one of your old favorite movies again.
Yeah,
but even better, like even better quality, and it's not.
Yeah,
and
it's
it
not
doesn't
like
degrade, and it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't degrade the game
because
you're not.
Voice acting's all still there.
Everything's
everything else
the
is still the same. It's just it looks a
lot better.
More, yeah, it's
it
more beautiful.
Looks so much better.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm all that's one thing me and you have always agreed on. It's like I'm all for like tearing a game down and rebuilding it from scratch.
Especially now.
Yeah, with the technology now, like there's. So
I could see not doing it over a generation from PS3 to PS4.
Yeah, you don't have to
I
do
could
it.
see not doing it that, but over a from PS2 to PS4, come on.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, big time.
That's a no-brainer. And then PS1 to PS4, that's a no-brainer. And then they've been. I don't like the remasters. The remasters I don't have respect for.
Yeah, like okay, like the Metal Gear ones.
Like they're cool. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But they're lazy to me.
Yeah.
They're lazy
well,
to me.
Okay, like I did.
I would rather you rebuild it.
I have the Darksiders, part 1 and 2 for PlayStation 3, and I have it for PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And there's not much of a difference. You could tell they've HD'd them up.
It's crisper.
Yeah, but that's really about it.
Yeah, but you compare Ratchet and Clank, the original, to
what it is
now, and it's like a movie.
Yeah.
Like
Supposedly they're going to be redoing Manhunt.
Yeah.
It's been re-trademarked.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know if hopefully if it does get released, it will actually be able to be released.
Yeah, I wonder
in the original form.
I wonder. Yeah.
Because Manhunt 2, they had to neuter it a lot because it wouldn't pass the RSRB.
Yeah, it's weird. Like back in the day, it seemed like there was more like censorship.
Yeah.
Like this seemed like a stricter time as far as like people complaining about violence and lyrics and language.
Yeah.
But like it's stricter now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Than what it was when we were like 2000s.
Yeah.
90s, 2000s.
I think they were easier on games too because they didn't look like now they look so realistic.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, but still.
Like now, but like even like because it was like a pixelated guy. You could clearly see it's not real. You know what I mean? Whereas now, like, what was the name of that fucking game? I can't remember what it's called now. Where like you're in hell, and like the guy was building a wall with babies.
Or was that one? Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Remember, like he's building a wall of babies. Like he's
like Suffering or some shit.
No, the Suffering was the one in the prison.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like was it? Yeah, you were the one that told me about the clip, right? Where he's using mortar, like the babies as mortar or something like that. It was like baby brick. It was like baby brick or some shit like that.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember. It was like it was using.
It was like that one where it's like a first person and
you're
just like dark as fuck.
Yeah, and you're just watching all this.
They like get to the fires.
Yeah,
and if they escape or whatever.
Yeah, it's because you're stuck in hell and like it's just this brutal fucking
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. I wonder how that game did.
I don't know. I think it was a PC release only then.
Yeah. Really?
I think so. But that game was fucking sick. But if a game like that can be made, then fucking...
I don't see the reason why it shouldn't. Like, why can't you?
Yeah. Well, okay, do you remember, like, it was a PC game that we used to have it. Remember, I think it was on PlayStation as well. Postal. Do you remember that game?
No, but
We had Postal and there was another game that was similar. It was a top-down, like, where you just shot and killed people.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because do you remember what Postal was actually about?
No.
You were a fucking...
It was like about being a post office worker.
Yeah, you're a postman. And you're going around just killing people, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
That's what that fucking game was about.
I don't know. I don't understand why you can't do that.
No, yeah,
like, why is that frowned upon?
Yeah, you're making...
yeah, because, I mean, everybody has the emotion of wanting to kill everybody.
Everyone...
Like you're not crazy. It's not crazy because you're frustrated and you feel the urge to like hurt something.
Yeah,
or you just you just live out the fantasy of hurting people
in your
head, but you're never gonna. You would never act upon it. Not in a million years.
No, not in the civilized era.
But it's good to exercise those demons so they don't fucking build up over time, and that's what the video games do. They help you like
big
fucking
time.
zone that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Get your, but you don't think, man.
This
what
is
if
training for
I
real
could
life.
do, or like, yeah, I could do this. I could really do this to somebody, you know?
Yeah, you don't think that, but there was another game. I'm trying to think of what it's called.
Like why can't we? I don't understand why they got to make laws to stop you from doing or exercising certain urges, especially urges that don't harm anybody. What are you looking?
That's Jasmine.
Where?
The window.
Oh, I see.
She's watching.
Yeah. You know, like natural urges, like sex, like prostitution's illegal, shit like that. Like, and then they want to get rid of guns.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want violence and sex and TV.
Yeah.
And,
Well, see, the thing right now with guns, I know, like, the big argument is like, oh, I use this for hunting. I use this for hunting. But the thing about it is, like, the Second Amendment is not about hunting. It's about defending your home.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what it's like. Okay, I need this to defend my home. Like, that's the thing they need to start. Like, this is my argument. Is I'm using this to defend my home.
Yeah.
I'm not hunting with this.
My
fucking
family.
thing.
Yeah. My
it
family
stays in my
home.
home. I'm using it to defend my home.
If 3 people are fucking coming in my house at night, I need a 30 clip.
Yeah.
I need a 30 clip. I can't kill 3 people with maybe a 10 clip.
Yeah.
At night.
Yeah.
Fucking they're moving and shit.
Exactly.
I'm not a fucking trained killer.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna. Maybe I could get all 3 of them with 10 shots. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
If I was fucking good.
Yeah.
That's hard. You gotta hit 3 people 3 times.
Yep.
3
people
in vital areas.
Yeah, and they have to
they're
be
coming after you. Because okay, now let's say I shoot you in the fucking arm. Now you're just adrenaline up and pissed.
Yeah.
You're still gonna come fucking get me.
Yeah, exactly.
With you and your homies or whatever.
But with the 30 round, you're fucking 10 rounds. You got 10 rounds per person. Then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just say minimum 3 people are breaking here.
Yeah, minimum.
And because they want to knock the clips down to like 15.
Yeah.
And it's not automatic.
Yeah.
It's not like you're just spraying.
Yeah, it's 3 round burst. No, it's 2 round burst, right?
Yeah.
No, it's 3 round. It goes full on. No, it goes.
Are you able to have a burst or
No, you're not.
semi?
Actually, I'm sorry. It's
only have semi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But don't give me a 10 round clip. Like why is that allowed?
I don't know.
Because they don't want you to be able to go out in the street and kill 30 people.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They don't want you. Yeah. But that's
still that's the thing.
See, and I think but the thing about it is with strict gun laws too. Like, and it's the same argument as like, if you make guns illegal, only criminals are gonna have them. Yeah, and it's like, okay, yeah, the people that are gonna go out and kill people, they're the ones that are gonna have guns. You know what I mean? It's like there's a fine line behind it. You can't take away guns from people. You can't. You know.
The one of the I haven't heard too many of the opposing side of that argument, but I heard a good one the other day was when everybody has a gun and somebody comes in shooting, like, okay, you don't know who the bad guy is because everybody's armed,
yeah.
but still, like, well, I think it kind of adds to the confusion.
Yeah,
like I never really saw it like that, but yeah, like everybody has a gun, so it's like even the people who, let's say, bystanders, you know, everyone's shooting. Like, you don't even you coming into that, so you're not a cop, and then you see like everybody shooting. You're armed too.
Yeah, like
but you don't know who the fuck's the one starting shit.
Who started this? Who's the bad guy?
Who's the bad guy? I just see fucking people shooting.
Well, it's like a bar fight. Like, it might like. You're sitting in a bar, someone comes up and punches you, and then like it turns like you turn around and punch somebody else, and then all of a sudden everyone's fighting each other. Yeah,
that's why they used to call that shit the Wild West.
Yeah,
that's probably what would happen. That's probably exactly what would happen. Yeah. They would have a fucking gunfight, and then like fucking homie's bullet would go into the fucking house or into the bar, and fucking shoot some dude's glass, and he'd be like, "What?" Fucking come out with his shit.
Yep. Everybody shooting everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you that's exactly what happened. I never
thought about it like that. Yeah,
thought about it like that too. Why not everybody should have a gun? But
you've seen Predator 2, right? The one in L.A.
Mm-hmm. And is that the one with Glover?
Yeah, with Donald Glover.
Yeah. That was a terrible one.
Yeah. Well, there's that subway scene where he goes in there. He's going after the drug dealers. Oh no, he's going after the cops. He's chasing the cops. Predator is. Yeah. And he goes into the subway and he kills everybody in the subway. Even though there were civilians in there, he kills everyone. And then, like, because when you see him go through, when he goes to his fucking heat vision, everybody has guns. Yeah. Like, everybody. And the cops are like, they're like, why did he kill everyone? And that's when Donald Glover, right?
Yeah.
So, No, Danny Glover. Donald Glover is
his son. No, they're not even related.
No, they're not. No, Danny Glover. Danny Glover is like, they were all armed. That's when he puts 2 and 2 together. That like he's only going after warriors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but like being armed makes you a target. That's the thing, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
But
And it should.
they should, yeah.
I mean, you want to carry around a gun?
I think they just need, what I think they need to do is make it strict where it's like, okay, not only do they do a stricter background check on you,
Yeah.
they need to do a competency test.
Competency?
Yeah. You need to be able to pass a test. You need to be able to show.
You gotta be competent. You gotta have common sense.
Like the basic test that I took to carry.
You gotta
my
have
weapon for
common
work,
sense, and then you gotta do it like a stress test to where like
Yeah, you're just gonna
you
pull
know
those.
you don't panic or you don't just make decisions when you're
Yeah.
under
Well,
stress.
see, that's kind of hard to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
because that is hard to test somebody for.
Yeah.
But there's ways. I'm sure there's ways of.
Like there was a guy I worked with that obviously he has a secret clearance. He has everything. He's got his guard card. He's got his weapons permit. He was allowed to carry a weapon, but he would pull it any chance he got. It's like, dude, it's a fucking squirrel. Put your goddamn gun away, Barney Fife. Like no bullshit. There was one time. No, he would pull it every fucking chance he got.
He probably just wanted to walk around like this, like with 2 hands. Like
no, there
this.
was one time I was riding around with
He
him.
probably wanted to just walk in a tactical stance.
Yeah, I was riding around with him one time, and like it was some dudes doing donuts in the parking lot, and he's like, I was like, okay, well we gotta go out there. It's part of our job. So he fucking pulls his weapon out and puts it on the dashboard. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Put that away.
I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
Yeah,
right now.
he was doing donuts in a parking lot that
Wanna
doesn't
shoot him? Yeah, you wanna shoot him for that?
in a parking lot that doesn't belong to you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, God. But yeah, but that, I mean, but that kid probably shouldn't have a weapon. You know what I mean? And like now, like I know he's trying to be a cop,
Yeah.
and it's like, fuck, that dude's gonna end up shooting somebody. That dude's gonna
Yeah, like
fucking.
he's waiting for somebody to shoot.
Yeah, he's looking for an excuse to pull out his weapon and shoot somebody. And the thing is, because like, and he was
Like
also
in that movie, Taxi.
yeah. Taxi
Like
driver?
that's kind of like he was looking for trouble.
Yeah, that's what that whole.
He
You
looked for
talking to me?
somebody to
You talking-
shoot.
yeah, that's what that whole scene is.
For
Is he's
every-
rehearsing
yeah.
what's gonna happen when he finally gets
Yeah.
that interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what this
And
guess
then
what this
fucking-
kid was like.
And he kills like some shit bag that nobody really cares about, but he really didn't deserve to be killed.
Yeah,
Like I don't even remember too much, but I don't think he really did anything too bad. He was just a pimp,
yeah,
being a pimp to like shitty women who are shitty anyway.
yeah.
You know, like you're supposed to kind of treat those women like that because they're shitty people. They're not good people.
Yeah.
Prostitutes aren't good people. Let me break it to you. They're not fucking ladies who fucking don't do anything, who are innocent and fucking
You
just
can't judge
happen
all
to
There's
find
some
that
prostitutes that are
they've stumbled. Yeah.
Have you not seen
They
Pretty
made
Woman?
just a few mistakes in their life, and now they're fucking prostituting. Like, no, they're not good people. But yeah, like, and then he's a hero, but really, like, in the movie, you're like, this guy's a fucking weird fucking douchebag. Kind of like, and he's kind of obsessing over this fucking prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah. It's like,
kind of a
he was
loser.
fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
But that's what this kid was like. And like, the thing about it was,
that was a great movie.
it is a good movie. The thing about the thing I always laughed about with this kid was because he was a Marine, but he was a reservist. So meaning he never actually went full time. He went to boot camp and he did all that shit, but he never once he got out of boot camp, he went to a reserve 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year.
And then those people they got a chip on their shoulder.
He had a major chip because we worked like I work with mainly veterans. It's like there's like me and 3 or 4 other dudes that were in the army, a couple guys in the Marines. I think we got a Navy guy maybe, but like there's like mainly vets that I work with, and he was they call him a tampon Marine because it's like
He's only a Marine once a month, or
well, once a month it's only, and they only send him. He only goes in when there's heavy blood flow. That's the only time the reservist Marines would see combat, you know. But so like, and he had that chip on his shoulder too. Was that everyone thought he was a pussy because he was a tampon Marine, not a fucking.
Yeah.
So like he was always looking for shit, looking for a reason to prove himself. It's like, dude, fuck off. If you gotta prove yourself, you're fucked. You know?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, back to fucking video games and shit. And movies and... shit, we've already done an hour. Can you believe it?
Did we?
We've done 24 minutes.
Oh. there's not too many other art forms. There's not a lot of art forms that you could get away with remaking shit exactly the way it was.
Yeah, like
before,
with like
and
with,
it being better.
Yeah, like with movies. If you want to remake a great movie, like you can't recast the same actors because
Because they're old.
if they remade Princess Bride right now, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. They wouldn't have like not only will the actors be all older. Andre not like some.
You have lesser versions of. You have imitations. Of
yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like.
It's like a cover band.
Yeah, exactly.
You're watching a cover band perform this movie. Basically, you're watching Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, or the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think that's one of my favorite band names, just because like I remember driving by that billboard one day. The Santa Fe.
That is a great one because that could confuse people with bad vision too.
I was driving by and I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers fucking $1 show at the swap meet. What the fuck? And as I get closer, I saw that it was an N.
An N, yeah.
Yeah, it was like Red Hot.
You got bad
Chili
vision. It looks like H.
Yeah, I was like, what?
And especially now, they're probably killing it because all the Red Hot Chili Pepper fans are old.
Yeah,
bad vision.
bad vision. I think most of these stories don't want to wait till at least.
They probably can't even tell. Like, yeah, that's fucking the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I have to see them.
I'm pretty sure that's Flea right there. Let's go ahead and pause this for a little bit, and then when Gabriel gets here, we'll. And we're back. G-Roll's here now. Chubb Ditch has left. He was supposed to come back, but
we did the old switcheroo.
He bitched out completely. He was like, "Oh," because I was like, "Yeah, we'll come back and finish later." He was like, "Okay, cool." And then after we left the swap, he was like, "Oh, I'm tired. I already did 30 minutes." Like, all right, well, whatever.
To be fair, I would probably do the same thing.
But then, because there was some shit I was saving to talk to you about. Have you seen the new Avengers Infinity War trailer?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm not watching it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want any spoilers of Infinity War. And I heard this one is just like spoils the whole fucking movie.
I don't know about that. I mean, maybe like the last 2 seconds.
But yeah, it might not spoil the whole movie. But I think I've heard like Ready Player One is coming out at the end of the month.
Uh-huh.
I saw the first trailer. Like I think I've said this many times on the show that I love
Ready Player One. I feel like the second trailer spoiled a lot.
I feel like it did.
Ready Player One.
Oh, the thing is like with the whole thing with H, they already ruined that whole surprise completely.
Well, I guess I don't really know anything about.
Yeah, see, that's
something. So anyway, either way, it's gonna be fresh to me. So.
Yeah, but
like with Infinity War, like we've been following it for years, and I've heard and I just watched videos about like what's supposed to happen and all that stuff. So when you see stuff like
and like with this one,
so they're actually doing this. Oh no, they're not gonna do this. They're gonna go the other way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And like, but I'm trying to avoid the trailer just because I don't want to see anything else. I kind of want to do that 31-hour marathon.
I'm down.
I'm so down for that.
I
got your ticket, by the way.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. How much is it?
We'll get to talk about that offline. But yeah, the 31-hour marathon, I'm like, that sounds tempting, man. Mm-hmm. Just because it's literally from Iron Man 1 to Black Panther, and then Infinity War.
And then Infinity War, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because they did one for.
So when would that start? Would that start Wednesday night?
I think so. Yeah,
and
Wednesday.
Then,
yeah.
And then you just people would just be sleeping in the theater and through like Iron Man 3.
Yeah, like Iron Man 3 and Dark World maybe. Like those are your naps.
Those are your power naps.
Oh shit! You know, I haven't finished Dark World. I've attempted to watch it a couple times.
I've watched it, and I it's so like unmemorable.
Yeah,
to me.
It doesn't keep my attention. I try.
I don't even really understand. Like I don't even remember who the villain was in Dark World.
I know it was that elf guy
because
he brings those elves, like the dark elves.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, other than that, it was like, meh. But yeah, so I've been avoiding the trailer completely. I don't want to see it. I just want to go in and watch the movie. Have we talked about that the release date has been moved up?
I think we talked about it being moved up. I don't think we ever got a release date at the time.
Okay,
because we had been told that it was getting moved up.
Yeah,
and then they didn't say it was April 27th.
Yeah, it's coming out on Chubb Ditch's birthday.
Yeah, so. 2 days before mine.
Yeah, 2 days before yours. We should go to Vegas again.
And then I don't know if you know about this. It's completely unrelated. if we're talking about close to our birthdays, Modern Warfare 2 Remaster got confirmed, and it got a confirmed release date for April 30th.
Oh, nice. I knew I knew it was. Well, no, I think I had heard rumors. I hadn't seen confirms, but I figured it was coming.
And I'm excited. I'll be excited for it if they can confirm or deny if they're gonna fix the things that were wrong with the game.
Yeah, if it's
before their development team kind of got scrambled.
Yeah, is it going to be like just a 1-to-1 HD remake, or is it going to be an actual build up?
Well, it's going to be one. It's going to be an HD remake, like or it's going to be a build up, like Modern Warfare Remastered. I'm saying because when Modern Warfare Remastered came out, it's basically the same game, just have better graphics. So,
okay.
So as far as weapon balancing, I'm talking about weapon balancing and like abuse, abusive stuff in the game.
Yeah, shit that's exploited. It's all the same.
Yeah, it stayed the same, and that was because it went through a full year cycle and it was all dealt with. So you could kind of understand this is just how the game is.
Yeah.
But Modern Warfare 2, it probably only went through like 4 months of development what would the term be? I guess.
It would be development.
Would it be when the game's already out?
Oh no, it would be what is that? Just it had been released for months. It'd been in I don't know how you would word that, but it had been out for 4 months prior to.
Yeah, so it had been out for 4 months and was getting patched and updated and stuff, and then their development team kind of just got scrambled.
Oh yeah.
Okay, half the team kind of left. The head directors left. And all that
I
nonsense.
do remember that.
So you wouldn't. So they didn't really get. So they didn't really do anything after that point. I think they put out the rest of the DLCs.
Yeah.
But they didn't do any patches to the game. They didn't do any balancing.
Modern Warfare 2. Okay, that's the one I bought. That's the only one I bought the hardened edition for.
Because
I bought the MVGs with that one.
Yeah, because with Modern Warfare 2, there's a lot of issues like what is it, one man army?
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up, and I think they had fixed the shotguns before.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Before.
Was it me and you that played a game one time?
Mm-hmm.
Like
that was you and Michael.
Oh, it was me and Michael. Okay.
Yeah.
I told you about that where we couldn't find anyone.
Lobby,
yeah, we couldn't find we're playing the game. We couldn't find anyone on the map. We hear gunshots. We hear fucking activity. We couldn't find anyone. And then I don't remember if it was me or Michael trying to jump over a wall or jump over something. We went straight up in the air. Everyone's flying around, shooting each other. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Hopefully they do fix some of the balancing with it. I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
And if they don't, they'll probably fix it with patches and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Because probably what they're gonna do is they're gonna release it with the gun damage and everything as it is.
Well, I think guns the game has pretty much balanced as far as guns. So you had Commando. You had specifically what I remember is Commando Pro was an issue.
Yeah, because that one that's the one you could damn near leap across the fucking map.
Yeah, you could leap across a room to fucking knife somebody.
Yeah,
and then I had an issue with One Man Army. Some people
what was
love
One Man Army again?
You could reclass midlife, and it would restock everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
What else was there?
I think I remember. I used to use Commando. I had Commando Pro, and I had. There was one that where you wouldn't flinch when taking damage.
Yeah,
I forget which one that one was called though.
It was probably stopping power.
Might have been, yeah. Yeah, because your rounds did more damage in the Pro version. You didn't flinch, is what it was, or something like that, right?
No. Well, weren't there 2 levels to each Pro? Wasn't there like a Pro and a Pro Plus or some shit?
I don't remember. I thought it was just the regular one in Pro.
Okay. Well, I know Stopping Power had more damage to players and then more damage to vehicles.
Yeah.
Was the Pro. So.
I don't know. Yeah, but I remember there was one. It was
It might have been Stadium.
Yeah, you're right. That's what it was because it was less weapon sway and then.
Pro was less flinch.
Yeah, less flinch. So you could take damage and you wouldn't. I'm trying to remember what I think. No, they didn't have hacker on that one, but it was either it was
sit rep.
Yeah, sit rep. Because I hate like seeing I hated being killed by fucking traps.
Yeah.
Fucking claymores and shit. So I even in Ghosts, Ghosts and in fucking and Black Ops, I would always use anything to show me traps or fucking.
And then also speaking of Call, you heard about Black Ops 4?
Yes.
And you know what timeline it's gonna be set in?
No.
2020.
Really? Huh. When was the last one in?
Last one was like in 2075 or something.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, I know it was a future. Like
yeah.
2020. That's good. That's a good.
It's gonna be the first actual modern one for like 10 years or some shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, probably.
Because Modern Warfare 3 was a future too, right?
Modern Warfare 2 was... Modern Warfare 3 is more future than it was actually modern.
Yeah.
And then I would say Modern Warfare 2 was probably the most modern one until then. And that was, what, 10, almost 10, maybe 9 years ago now?
Yeah. Damn, that long. That's as crazy as that long ago. Shit, there was another gaming thing that I was going to bring up to you. Oh, me and Chubb talked about, there was some leaked footage from God of War.
Oh, really? Well, God of War comes out in like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. But there was the leaked gameplay, but none of us can find it. It's been fucking taken off everywhere.
Scrubbed. Yeah.
So you had me watching Dragon Ball earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Funimation has reached out to Nintendo saying, when is Goku going to be in the new Smash Brothers?
That'd be cool.
That would be fucking cool as shit. So the Funimation's actually reaching out to Nintendo, saying, "Hey, when are we gonna get him in Smash Brothers?" So hopefully, I know, but has it been rumors or has it been announced
for Smash Bros?
Yeah,
it's been announced.
It's been announced. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
they just had Nintendo Direct. A week and a half ago or something.
Yeah.
And that was their last thing. They were showing they showed that shit off good. Everyone thought it was just like more Splatoon crap.
Yeah.
So like everyone was like, all right, cool, Splatoon, and then they showed it, and then they were like, all right, just one more thing, guys, and then it looked like more Splatoon.
Yeah.
And like, oh. And at the end, like it was basically an announcement that the Splatoon character is gonna be a fighter in Smash Bros. And
nice.
And the Splatoon fighter like turns around and they see like the fiery like melee symbol.
Nice. That's fucking cool.
I guess it's a Smash Bros. Symbol, but I always thought it for that like symbol was started with melee.
Melee, yeah. I think you're right.
And then so I call it the melee symbol, and it's like on fire and shit. And you see like silhouettes of like Link and Mario and all those classic characters.
Well, since we're on the topic of Mario, Nintendo, read the.
Bowser is only 4 feet tall, judging by Luigi's penis. What?
Apparently, this is a promotional image for the upcoming Mario Tennis, and so apparently you can see the outline of Luigi's penis in the shorts. And someone actually breaks it down. There's a silhouette of Luigi's penis. Compared to the length, approximate length of they use a tennis racket to gauge the size of his penis, because this is like, okay, if this was a tennis racket, like this is the standard tennis racket size. Now, based on this tennis racket, we can get the length of Luigi's penis shadow, and so
in different games, Bowser's different sizes.
Yeah, that's true. He changes sizes, but yeah. So and again,
because like in Mario 64, he's like gigantic. He's like at least 20 times bigger than Mario.
Yeah. But he also, like, some of that is spells and stuff too, like,
I guess.
Yeah. But so apparently Luigi's penis is more or less 40 pixels, therefore it's 3.7 inches flaccid. This is soft.
How do you not know he's hard?
Yeah, he could be. He looks. He
like if he's got a bulge right now, he's probably like
he's enjoying himself. Look,
quarter chub.
Yeah. But so yeah, and then like this is a different, like all the different characters. Let's see here.
What do they have the length of Peach's uterus?
Right. But yeah, so they break it down based on everyone's, like, so they use.
They even got Toad's dick size in it. 29.2 inches.
Mario's mustache is about 1.5 feet long, apparently. This is all based on Luigi's penis size. That's how they were able to figure everything out. But yeah.
I mean,
But
you really didn't need to know Luigi's penis size. Like, you could have just been like, oh, Luigi's fucking nose is fucking 5 inches.
The fact, but see, like, you can clearly see there is a bulge here just because, like, well, like, okay, it's outlined here. Like, you can actually see, like, it's going down. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's going down his right leg.
Leftward sloping.
Yeah. And there it is. You can actually see the shadow of it. There's clearly a bulge there because, like, he's lifting his right leg. Like, he's lifting his leg. So there's something there blocking the right leg. And then it goes down into the left. I'm sorry, the other way around.
Are you sure it goes down on the left? Are you sure that's not just like his balls and then his dick is going upward?
I don't know.
Like it's tucked in his butt, in his waistband?
The way they highlighted it, it looks like it's
and
here.
The shirt is just covering itself.
It's just, he's actually hard and he has it tucked in the waistband.
He gets real hard for tennis, man.
So actually, this is the shadow of his penis here.
Yeah, all the way here. Luigi's fucking massive.
He's hung like a bear. That's the name of this week's episode. Luigi's hung like a bear. Oh god! But yeah, so yeah, we now know the length of Luigi's penis. What did I say it was? 3.7 inches flaccid?
You thought it was his stomach. Little did you know.
It's been his penis the whole time.
Massive penis.
Dude, I don't think it happened between this episode and last episode. Stephen Hawking died.
Oh, yeah.
And you hear about Gal Gadot getting attacked because she tweeted out some shit?
About Stephen Hawking?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
This is her tweet. No, wait, no, I'm just going to read her tweet for you. And then you tell me if you think anything's wrong with this, okay? Rest in peace, Dr. Hawking. Now you're free of any physical constraints. Your brilliance and wisdom will be cherished forever.
And what are people mad about?
Because apparently she talked about his physical constraints.
Yeah, he had physical constraints.
Yeah. So let me see here. I think you're fantastic, Gal Gadot, but this tweet is very ableist. His physical constraints didn't stop him from changing the world. That's not what she's saying. She's saying, okay, he's free from his physical constraints, meaning he's passed away. He doesn't have. That's not affecting him anymore. She's not saying it held him back from doing anything in his life, but yeah,
I'm sure it did.
Oh,
I'm sure if he didn't have those physical constraints, he wouldn't. He would have a much easier time.
Oh yeah,
doing whatever he did. So
but
yes, he was constrained, but he didn't let it stop him. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
fuck
but
these people.
Yeah, it's like she's. It's not like she said, "Oh yeah, you're a fucking asshole in a wheelchair."
It's not like he's like, I'd rather have these. I'd rather not talk.
Yeah,
and lose my speech and lose any form of movement.
And then like the thing too is with her, it's like okay, we like last week we talked about or 2 weeks ago we talked about Chris Pratt and Kevin Smith. You know what I mean? People like
Rick Ross,
yeah. But you can't give prayers for anybody. You can't fucking you're free from. Shut the fuck up. Stop getting offended for people.
Yeah.
Like, it's not you. It's not you.
Even if it was you.
I mean,
what are you offended about? What are you getting
that's
offended
the thing.
about? It's like a sincere thing, and you're gonna get mad about it.
Yeah. It's like, I understand. Like, okay, there's people that attempt to offend people. There's people that try to go out of their way. It's like someone walking up to you and calling you a wetback for whatever fucking reason. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, but why get offended by it?
Yeah, you know I wouldn't get offended by that because I'm not a wetback.
No, you're not. Obviously, you're not. But
people don't even know I'm Mexican until I tell them.
This is true. But the thing is like, it's like, okay, this person's clearly trying to offend me. And like that's the thing. It's like people get offended if the wind changes nowadays. But it's like, you're letting them win. Mm-hmm. You're like, okay, like this person, like, you're getting offended by stuff that's not supposed to be offended. Now, what if someone's going to come at you and try to offend you? Mm-hmm. Like, what are you going to do?
You're going to lose your mind.
You're going to lose, yeah.
You're going to explode and you're just not going to be able to function. He's going to get away with it.
What if someone just literally walked in, hey, fuck you. Like, seriously.
And by the time you took your breath, he was already down the street, around the corner, and gone.
Yeah, and he's forgotten he's even offended you.
You're just gonna tweet about it to all your friends.
This guy-
You'll never believe what this guy said to me.
And
He
no-
said, "Fuck you," to my face.
What did you do? I gasped.
And he was gone.
Like, seriously. Get over it. Like, you can't, like...
Yeah, even when someone says "fuck you," it's just like "fuck you."
Yeah.
And you're even.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, if you... Like, people take so much time in this world to be offended by shit. It's like, stop being... It's like... Ah! It frustrates me to no end. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
You know? Which I guess is maybe another level being... I'm offended that you're offended. But it's like, what? Like, why put so much effort and energy into this? Like, something that is not you. It's not... You know? That's a dope-ass hat. But yeah, it's just... people. Shut up. Future of Rick and Morty still in limbo, according to creator. They haven't ordered a season 4.
Wait, what?
Cartoon Network has not ordered season 4 of Rick and Morty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess because of all the problems they had during
Yeah.
season 3, they're like, it's a great show, we got ratings, but...
Yeah, I could see that because, like, even though it is a good show, it's only a show that's been coming out every 3 years.
Yeah. And it's like, do they really
So
need
it's kind of like you're probably getting ratings good enough for like 2 really good shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where and you're only doing it for every 3 years.
Yeah. And then the money...
Where
the
they
money.
could probably get like 4 other decent shows.
Yeah.
That get like half the ratings that Rick and Morty gets.
Yeah.
And they'll be even better than that. So it's like...
Yeah. So, they could, yeah. A cheaper, quicker made show that's maybe not equally as funny, but close enough, and it'll get the rating.
And it's on Cartoon Network, so like you have like kids, and like fucking kids don't know what to laugh at. They just laugh at stupid shit.
Yeah. Have you seen? Oh god, what's the name of Adventures of Gumball? I think is what it's called. Oh yeah, well, yeah. We were watching in San Diego 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That fucking show, man. I love that show.
Yeah,
it's
like stupid.
It's stupid, but it's so fucking it's so fucking random.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring it up. I don't think I brought it up on the show. I saw a random porn clip based on that show, and it's so fucking surreal. Like, it's like whoever fucking made... Like, I swear to God, it was made by the creators of the goddamn show.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's the mom character.
Yeah, the mom character is like one of like the sexiest drawn cartoon characters I've ever fucking seen.
Right? But it's her...
It's like Lola. It's like up there with like Lola Bunny and
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Like...
But it's that character, and like, I don't know, there was an episode where she had a friend that they like trained together, because you know she's all badass, and well, they train together, and she's even harder than the mom. But it's them two on the sofa, just going to town on each other, you know, and then like.
And the fish comes in.
No,
or
and
is
then
it the sun?
Gumball and the fish. I forget the fish's name.
I forget his name too.
But they're watching, and then like. But like, because the ones on the couch are drawn, like, you know how every once in a while they draw it like hyper realistic.
Yeah.
Well, that's how those two are on the thing. And Gumball, and they're just like
they're just their cartoon selves.
Yeah, they're just like cartoon selves, mouth open, and then the cartoon version of the mom walks in, and they're just like, she's like, what the hell is this? And it's just a quick clip. I'll see if I can find it, but it's fucking hilarious, man. It's just. Whoever made it, it's just, I swear to God, it had to be made by the creator, because it's so, like, it fits the universe so well. Like, it could, like, it's something that could actually slip into an episode and probably, like, what?
Yeah.
Earlier I asked you if you had the fat PS3.
Yeah.
The reason I asked you that, because of the lawsuit, you could get $65 right now if you owned a fat PS3.
I can't.
You can.
But you can.
If you owned a fat PS3. Some dudes sued Sony because they took away the Linux or alternate operating system thing, and it pissed a bunch of people off. So they want it back, or they don't want it back, but they were saying it because apparently Sony marketed the PS3 as a computer, not as a gaming system, but as a computer.
So you could have a different OS.
Yeah,
you can have any OS you want.
Yeah, and then they took away that feature. So they're claiming.
Why did they take that away? What was the problem with it?
I don't remember why they took it away. I think it was just it was a feature that wasn't being used enough, and it was taking up processing power. So they were just like, well, fuck it. And I think a lot of people were being the homebrew things. Did you get more?
No, I just know you want this.
I do? Okay. I mean, I have these. I have all of these.
No, I just know you want this.
You know what? This one kept pissing me off because I kept trying to scan it.
It wouldn't scan.
It eventually scanned, but it scanned as last year's.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I'm missing. Well, I'm missing more than one card from my collection of the PSX, but still, this one came up as last year's. I'm like, no, this is this year's.
No, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck off. What was I saying now? But so yeah, it's been turned into a class action lawsuit, and I'll put a link to the episode in the show's description on our Facebook page, on Twitter, and everything too. So you guys can click on it. All you need to do is have your PSN account, and because as long as you've registered your PlayStation to your account, which I think it does automatically for the most part. It'll have it because either you need the serial number of the PlayStation, which I don't even have mine anymore, and then no, I don't think that one was registered under me. And then you can, or your PlayStation Network account, and so then you go onto this website, you punch that shit in, and then you'll get money, $65.
Nice.
Yeah, but you're also waiving the right to ever sue Sony for anything similar.
Anything similar? Okay.
Yeah, but it's weird. That's how like class action lawsuits work. I think it's anything similar within a time frame, or like there's.
But what if it's on the PS4 and they do something similar? Does that mean I can't do it, or? But it was on the PS3. I only agreed to the PS3.
That's true. I don't know. I haven't read all the legalese on it, but yeah.
What about the PS2?
PS2 didn't have any features like that. Supposedly, there's some rumors about Assassin's Creed 2019. I haven't read this article, so I don't know. It's going to take place in Greece, apparently. 2017.
Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah. I don't know.
That sounds cookie cutter.
Let's see here. No, I don't care about this either.
Like Athens?
Yeah. Mortal Kombat reboot has been labeled as a rated R Avengers, and I am all for that.
The movie?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that's a smart way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They take
and Luke King is Captain America.
Yeah, obviously Luke King. No, yeah, and Johnny Cage is Iron Man.
Johnny Cage is Iron Man.
Yeah.
Or would
Sonya's
Jax
Black
be
Widow.
Iron Man?
No, Jax is gonna be War Machine.
Jax is gonna be War Machine. Yeah. Sonya Blade is gonna be
is Black Widow. No, she shouldn't be Black Widow.
Black Widow. Okay.
Yeah, and then Raiden's Thor, obviously.
Raiden's Thor. Yes, exactly.
And then no, you know what? Jax could be Hulk.
Could Jax be Hulk?
He's got the fucking robot arms.
Goro's Hulk.
But Goro's a villain.
Goro's Hulk.
Goro's Hulk. Okay. I can see that, like, well, because like the way Avengers was, it was the first Avengers was an alien invasion.
Scorpion's Wolverine.
Yes, Scorpion's definitely Wolverine. Sub-Zero could be
Iceman.
But no, like
Iceman.
I mean, personality-wise.
I feel like Sub-Zero and Scorpion's personality are pretty similar. They both hate each other because they like.
Yeah, but see, the thing about the Scorpion's more of a tragic hero, a tragic anti-hero, I should say. Like his family, like he fits Wolverine because Wolverine, like, with the whole thing with his like not knowing his past, kind of, you know, and then like his girlfriend dying and all that. Like anyone he loves always dies. Whereas like with Scorpion, his family was killed, he dies, he comes back to avenge his honor.
You mean Sub-Zero?
No, Scorpion. Scorpion dies.
Okay.
Yeah, and he comes back to kill Sub-Zero because Sub-Zero killed this, you know. So, see, and that's going to be that's a unique dynamic that I feel like they never, like in the first Mortal Kombat movie, Scorpion was just like a fucking zombie. You know what I mean? He was just like a silent, just, you know what I mean? Yeah. He said get over here, but like he didn't really say get over here. It was just they used it from, you know. And then Sub-Zero didn't talk either. They were just there just because they had to be in the movie. Yeah. They didn't really put them in good roles.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I think because the Mortal Kombat story, I think the storyline gets kind of underappreciated because of the type of game it is. But I think it's got a great fucking story, especially now that they've kind of, with Mortal Kombat X, they kind of reboot the story. Have you played Mortal Kombat X, the story mode?
I have not seen the story from Mortal Kombat.
The story
X.
mode is pretty much, it's Mortal Kombat story, but like, so everything in Mortal Kombat happened, but then, or was it, I can't remember if it was 9 or 10, but like, so everything in Mortal Kombat happened, and then I can't remember who goes back in time. Someone goes back, I think Raiden goes back, and he's trying to fix everything that he messed up. Because something happens later on that causes some other shit. So Raiden goes back, and like, so
that's why you see like Goro come back.
And like certain things happen that take place, like you know how there's Cyrax and Sector. Well, in X, Cyrax and Sector never get turned into the robots. Sub-Zero gets turned into a robot instead, and like so that changes. That's something that changes, and then there's like a bunch of shit that changes throughout the story.
Yeah,
and like, so like, I ended up wrapping up nicely, but I think they did a really good job with it. I would recommend playing through it. It doesn't take long, and it's a really good story. I can bring it to you if you want one day. Just remind me. Just a quick playthrough, just so you get the story. But yeah, I'm kind of psyched about that. Like,
it sounds cool.
I can see them doing it, like, because it's a hero team versus a villain team.
We'll see what happens with Ready Player One.
Fuck, I know.
Because that's probably like the one that's gonna make or break video games.
You think so?
Right now. Yeah, I think so. I think everyone's banking on that one.
Well, see, it's not really
because it's not really a video game movie, but it has a lot to do with video games.
That's true. You're right.
And that's why people and when people started, if people like that movie, which I've heard, I've read relatively good things.
Yeah. The one thing that got my attention was it said it was a great novel gets the great movie that it deserves, which that's a fucking good, like that's a great review right there, because I love the show, the book.
Yeah,
I've read it 3 times and I've listened to the audiobook like 4 times now. Actually, I'm on my 4th listen right now. I'm trying to finish it before the movie. Just you know, but and I was like, fuck, it's such a good fucking book, and the movie, like the first trailer, okay, like that's why we were talking about the Avengers and shit, and how I brought up Ready Player One. The first trailer got me excited for the movie, but I hated it at the same time because you could already see there's so much different from the book and the movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like there's two trailers released after that. They showed some shit that I was like, oh fuck, I didn't want to see that because I already know. Like I already obviously I know the story, but like and then like there's certain things bothered me in the trailer, but then certain things made sense. And now like the last trailer, it's like. Just what was like, there's some shit that there's questions that I need answered now, because there's Artemis is a love interest is Parzival's love interest.
So the guy,
main character, and this is love interest. Do you ever plan to read the book ever or listen to audiobook, anything like that? No. Okay, I'm gonna spoil the shit out of it. Spoiler alerts for anyone that hasn't read the book. Okay. In the book, everything stays online. They never ever meet until the very end of the book. Literally, the end of the book, the last paragraph of the book is him meeting Artemis and then saying, "For once in my life, I didn't want to log into the Oasis." The end. So they don't meet, but in the movie, it looks like you see them quite a bit together in person.
Yeah,
which bothers me. H, I don't know if I should spoil this part. I'm not gonna spoil the H part, but they show H in the trailer, so you can kind of put 2 and 2 together. But I'm not gonna ruin that. And then I forget where I was going with this now. So Artemis is like, so in the book there's some like there's the IOI. The IOI is a villain, right? That's the company that's trying to take over the Oasis. The reason that like James Halliday dies, the only way to get control of his company and his money is by finding the Easter egg hidden in the Oasis. IOI has been trying to, like, they've tried hostile takeovers, they tried all kinds of takeovers to try to get the company. And the will is what's keeping them away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only way they can get it is by finding the Easter egg. So they're funding. They have a whole department of people that just play in the Oasis all day, trying to find the Easter egg. That's their job. They call it the oology division because oology is the study of eggs. It's
Gotcha.
Yeah. So they're the villain, and in the book, they have, because in the future, like, everyone's in debt, and you can become an indentured servant, meaning I owe you money. I have to work for you until I've paid off my debt. But also, any debt I incur while working for you goes to my balance. And so, say I owe you $100,000. You can make me work for you for like minimum wage. So I'm making, what's minimum wage? Let's say $13. I don't think it's $13, but let's say it's $13, or let's say $10 just to make it even.
It's 11.
It's 11. Okay, so I'm making 11. I got to pay you $100,000. So as an indentured servant, though, you have to give me room and board. So you can charge me rent, and you can charge me for my food, on top of, but you're only paying me $11 an hour. So every hour I work for you, I never get paid. So that's why you have to give me room and board, but you can also charge me for it. So I never get out of your debt. So I'm constantly, I'm just pretty much your slave.
Yeah.
And IOI has these indentured servants that work for them, and they, tech support. They make you take a test to see where they're going to put you first. In the book, to get access to their internal files, Wade Parzival sets himself up to be an indentured servant, and then has a plan. Like, what's going to happen is eventually he has a timed bank account thing, like a transfer that, okay, so he puts himself in debt at a certain amount, but then what's going to happen after a certain day, all this money goes into his bank account. It's like, okay, look, here's your money, I get to leave. And so, like, that was his backup plan to get out. But then he figures a way out eventually. But, like, he doesn't tell anyone about it. And then he goes back and, like, this big battle happens, right? Because now he knows all their fucking secrets. In the trailer, there's a scene with Artemis because they call them the Sixers. All the IOI players are called Sixers. Yeah. Because in the game, they don't use usernames. They use their 6-digit employee number, which always starts with a 6. So they're called Sixers. But in the trailer, you see Artemis with the Sixer uniform on at one point. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, so I need answers. I need answers. Like, why is she wearing a Sixer uniform? Like, what the fuck? Like, and like, at first I was like, okay, maybe it's not. And then I like went back and paused it, and the 6 digits, 6. So it's a Sixer uniform. And like, and then when you see the other Sixers in the game, you see it's a similar.
Like the basketball team?
Yes. Like the 76ers. Yes. But it just bothers me. So I'm like, are they making her? She's gonna do that part that Wade did. Then what does? Because like that's his big sacrifice. Because like in the book, he's this poor kid from trailer parks, has no money. In the Oasis, it's free to play. But if you want armor, anything you want, either you grind and get it, or you have to buy it. The thing is, if you want to go to worlds where you can actually play to buy, or to earn shit, you have to pay for travel. So like their teleportation tokens or whatever it is.
Right.
And he can never teleport because he doesn't have any money. Like literally has no money. The only way he got, like, when you create your character, you start off on Incepio, which is the noob planet. Like that's where like literally the whole planet is just stores and other noobs. And so the only reason he got off Incepio was because eventually what happens is they have like online school, because the school system in the real world is so fucked up that you can go to school in the Oasis. So he was transferred to the school planet, but he's never left those two planets because, or he's gone off once because he hitched a ride with one of his friends. They got dropped off, and he just killed a bunch of low-level enemies to pick up some gear. Then he went back, but he's never had any money. So finding the first key, he gets a huge fucking, and then like it makes his avatar kind of famous. So he started getting all these offers from. It's like fucking like if fucking like if Astro, like oh, you got the first key, like we're gonna pay you to use your avatar to sell our headsets. You know what I mean? And so like so they give you in-game credits because that's real money. Like in because the economy is so fucked up that the Oasis money is better than real money.
Okay.
So now he's like all of a sudden he's fucking rich because he's like all of a sudden he's a superstar, and
that's when he puts himself in debt.
Well, no, then like he ends up because in the trailer you saw the trailer when the trailer park explodes.
Yeah,
that's because IOI is trying to kill him because they found out who he is.
Okay.
And so he goes off the grid. He changes his name, gets a fake identity because he has enough money and connections now. He was able to get a fake identity, and he moves to Columbus, Columbus, like into the city, and he buys an apartment, and like he has a super nice setup, you know, and then like that's why he was able to have the money to transfer over, but he transferred it out of the account and out of the fake account. And then, like, when he left, he killed that person and gave himself his old identity back. Okay. So he stopped being Wade Watts for a while, but then he went back to being Wade Watts. Okay. It's confusing. Like, I'm not explaining it well, but it's because I'm kind of all over the place. I just get psyched talking about it. Anytime I get fucking hyped about talking about something, I go... Yeah. I'm bouncing around. But, so I'm curious to see how they're going to do all that shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because the thing is, too, is, like, anytime you see Wade and Artemis together... It looks like they're in it looks like they're in a shack or in a shed somewhere. You know what I mean? And then you see a lot like because Wade eventually gets all this high end gear. Like when he first starts off, all he has is his headset and haptic gloves. The haptic gloves, obviously, you know, that's how you interact. Yeah. But then eventually they show him because his hideout he's in the back of a van. Yeah. Like because cars, like people don't really use cars anymore because there's no gas, there's no fossil fuels. So the way they describe it in the book is like the trailer parks, like the rows between, are just littered with cars, and like behind the trailer park is just where they just started dumping cars. Mm-hmm. So it was like a junkyard of cars. Yeah. And he found one. It was a van that was crushed by a bunch of cars, but only the front end. And the way the cars fell around it, it kind of created like a protective dome. Yeah. Like an arch. Yeah. Around this, like it's like a perfect little cave. Inside and like with the van, so he uses the inside. It's like a panel van, so he uses the inside of the van as his hideout, and so that's pretty much because he doesn't like to stay in his aunt's apartment or his aunt's thing because they fuck with them. So he pretty much kind of stays in his hideout. Okay. Anytime he's on the Oasis, that's where he's at. Yeah. So he gets all this high end gear, and you still see him in the back of that van, which is weird because normally in the book he doesn't get any of that gear until he's already got the new apartment. So, I'm kind of curious to see like the time frame because there's a lot that happens that obviously they're gonna cut out of the book like or the movie. I know and I get that because it's pacing and all. Yeah. But I'm curious and I'm super hyped for it. Yeah, all the initial reviews have been good, and so I'm excited to see it. Like I haven't. I'm going to pre-order my tickets. It's weird that I already pre-ordered Avenger tickets, but I haven't pre-ordered Ready Player One tickets. But see, I don't think Ready Player One
comes out next month, and Ready Player One's like next week.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know. Do you think it's gonna be packed like a comic book movie?
I don't know. I can't say that for sure.
Well, because Jumanji was sold out too, though. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, it was.
So I'm curious. I don't know. I should pre-order.
Maybe because it is a book.
It might. And it's got a pretty dedicated phone. The thing that bugs me too is like I've been seeing all this fucking Ready Player One gear. Like when I got in the book a while back. Like I've been on the book for a while. Yeah. And like there was a shirt that I had seen it online, but I've only seen it one place, and it wasn't for fucking sale. It's the Ramones logo. Mm-hmm. It was that logo, but it said Gunters instead of Ramones, and then it had Artemis. It said Parzival, Artemis, H, Shaito, and Dota, which is the top 5. And it had the keys instead of it had a gate instead of the eagle, and then it had keys around it, like for the keys. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to buy it. I haven't been able to find it. And there was another shirt that I wanted. It just said Gunters in 8-bit lettering, which Gunters are the people that hunt the eggs. Yeah. But now Hot Topic has a full line of Ready Player One T-shirts and shit. And I don't want to buy any of them because I don't want people to think, oh, you're just on the fucking movie. Like, fuck you, I've been on it since the goddamn book. No. Yeah, that's what reminded me. They even have these fucking cool, like, they have the keys. You can buy all 3 keys. Really? Which is fucking cool, yeah. I think we should probably wrap this up. What time is it? Yeah, we've been going for about 42 minutes. You got anything?
No, I talked about everything I need.
Alright. On that note, don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Facebook.com/TheRealPressStart. On Twitter, @RealPressStart. On YouTube, The Real Press Start. And then on because all the shows are on YouTube as well. We haven't really put up any videos since fucking GTA Online. The reaction trailers. We can start doing this shit again. We'll probably start posting some YouTube videos or some other shit eventually. I've been trying to be active on Twitter and on Facebook more. Yeah, we need to get that YouTube channel more active as well. So, but yeah, follow us. On that note, game over.
No
more questions.